welcome back to Fun Facts, the show where I research topics, relay fun facts about them to you so that together we can look smart in social situations. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite shows. Obviously, I say that about every single one of these I do, but whatever, it's so true. So we're going to be talking about Parks and Recreation, duh, as you've seen from the thumbnail and title. So last week, or maybe even 2 weeks ago, I finished rewatching the whole series, which I feel like most of the time when I do these fun facts, it's because I've just finished rewatching the series, so it's fresh on my mind, you know, and I just want to like Google everything I can find about it. So that's what I've done once again. Parks and Rec, best show, not best show, but it's definitely up there. Oh, my notebook. So yeah, well, let's just get started. I got like a good amount for y'all today. Alright, so this first fun fact is something super interesting that I've never heard of any other show doing a thing like this that I can recall. The theme song, which is super recognizable, like Office level, it was actually chosen through a contest. BMI, the like music royalty management people, whatever, they apparently sent out a mass email to all these composers being like, okay guys, y'all got 5 days to send in an entry. And the winners, Gabby Marino and Vincent Jones, I don't know if I said that girl's last name right, but they were chosen as the winners, and not only was their song like made into the theme song, but they also won $7,500. So that, good for them, clap clap. Speaking of The Office, Michael Schur, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right either, but you know, the creator of Parks and Rec, he may look recognizable after you see that photo right there. He played Mose on The Office, Dwight Schrute's cousin Mose, who was like absolutely hilarious on there. So that's like, I found that very interesting. The next fun fact is that Pawnee, Indiana, the map of like Pawnee's park system and like parks is not just similar, but like literally identical to the map of this place called Christchurch, New Zealand. It like, here's a side by side right there. Pawnee and Christchurch is literally like, look at the little amoeba shaped thing. It's literally the exact same, like identical, just without the street names. All right, this next fun fact is kind of like a 3-in-1 type of deal. We're gonna talk about a few people that were not actually supposed to be main characters on the show. I feel like Parks and Rec is one of those shows like The Office or something where it may start out, you know, in the beginning where it has 1 or 2 or 3 main characters, but as the show progresses, they go to like almost every character is a main character with their own like drawn out and like thought out storylines, you know, which I just love that. So we're gonna start with Donna. Apparently, Retta was only supposed to be in like a couple episodes and she wasn't supposed to be like a main character at all. Like it was just like a guest character. But like I read that she nailed an improv scene with Amy Poehler, so they were like, okay, we gotta keep her on, like she's hilarious. So that's how like she ended up staying. And also Jerry, Larry, whatever you want to call him, he was only supposed to be on a few episodes as well. And then Chris Pratt, believe it or not, like Ripley's, right? He was only supposed to be in 6 or 7 episodes. He was supposed to just be like Anne's jerk boyfriend, which is so funny because like, I feel like even in the beginning, he never really came off as a jerk. You know, it was just kind of like, it's Andy Dwyer. Yeah, I mean, they obviously saw him and was like, there's so much potential for this character, we have to keep him, and so they did. Luckily, because he, like I said, he's like one of the best, if not the best character on the entire show. For this next fun fact, it like holds a special place in my heart, and I did not know this until I was researching this earlier. Nick Offerman, he plays the saxophone. Like he's really good at the saxophone actually. And I used to play the saxophone, so it is my favorite instrument. I think it sounds so gorgeous. If there's someone that's like a really good saxophone player, I could legit sit there for hours and hours and just like listen to him, and I would just be melting. Crazy part about it is that the show's producers and like writers didn't even know that he not only could play the saxophone, but he was like really good at it when they wrote his like alter ego Duke Silver character. Like they had no idea. What are the chances? Like that's just, I feel like that's such a random thing for them to write in. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, he has this alter ego, just goes to these like jazz bars and plays the sax. Like that's so funny. I just thought, what are the chances? Also, Nick Offerman, remember Tammy too? That's his wife in real life. That's his wife. Megan Mullally, I know I'm butchering her last name, sorry. But that's his wife in real life. Is that not crazy? Like Tammy 2's like actually crazy. Oh, also speaking of Nick, him and Aubrey Plaza share a birthday in real life. So that's a little fun little dink fact. Okay, I'm a big fan of this next fact too, because I love like learning where things were shot and stuff. So obviously Pawnee, Indiana doesn't exist in reality, but the exterior shots of like Pawnee City Hall was actually shots of Pasadena City Hall in Pasadena, California, obviously. So that's cool. I think those things are so interesting. All right, so improv. I feel like a lot of people think that Parks and Rec is heavily improv. Apparently, according to Amy Poehler and like other people who worked on the show, actors, crew, whatever, it's not, there's not much improv in it at all. And I've read similar things about The Office, where like a lot of it seems like it could be, but then like it's not. But with both shows, they're like some of the funniest parts were actually improv. Specifically Parks and Rec, the show's creator, Michael, once again, he has said multiple times that his favorite line from the entire series was improv by Chris Pratt. When he's like on the computer, I vividly remember it. It's fucking hilarious. It's when Andy's on the computer and he's like sitting at the computer and he's like, Leslie, I typed in your symptoms and it says you could have connectivity problems. Like, that's genius.
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the thing up here and it says you could have network connectivity problems.
The next one, I love it, love it, love it. Just like, if you haven't checked out the Broad City Fun Facts, there's like Lincoln has a pasta blog, which is very just rewarding to look at. And Parks and Rec has like so many websites. Okay, so apparently just the department as a whole, like the Pawnee, Indiana Parks and Rec department has its own like website, has like a newsletter with articles written by like Leslie Knope and Tom Haverford, like so funny. Not only that, there's like, they have multiple websites. Okay, here's some other ones. Entertainment 720 has a website, very cool. Rena Swag has a website. And then there's also RonSwansonGrill.com and a Nope2012.com. Go Leslie. I'll link these in the description below because they're just amazing. I love it so much when a show or fans, whatever, whoever makes it, go like love something so much that they take the time out of their life to go like that hardcore into it and make something like that. Okay, this one like blows my mind. Apparently the cast and crew would record around 60 hours of footage. Like film 60, not 16, 60 hours of footage for each episode and then edit it down to 22 minutes for the final cut. Like, what? That's insane. I don't know if that's normal or what the like norm is for hours of footage they usually have and have to cut down, but that's absolutely insane. Speaking of final cut, that was our last fun fact for today. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like this video, share with your friends who love the show, and subscribe if you haven't already to become one of my lovely puffins. That, if you haven't gotten it already, this is the second video I brought that up. That's what I'm calling you guys now because I really wanted to name one just because it's fun and I like it when YouTubers do that. Like, I like it. And two, I don't like starting out every video with, hey guys, that's stupid. So from now on, hey puffins, or hey puffins, hi puffins. Y'all get the picture. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.